Yeah, it says it works, but I don't know. You never know. Let's try again. And you always have to do it after you go live. You can't set it up because it just doesn't. Maybe because I use OBS. Okay, now we're streaming, but okay, so we got that. So take those like items, run them in the show. You've got 4 to 7 ounces on, say, each one. Part of your show production in the beginning is you don't know what the hell you're doing. You're just trying to figure it out. So you run those in an auction. The default is like 30 seconds, right? So if you're new, it's going to feel like an eternity for your buyers. But don't feel pressured to run it less if you're not ready for that. Probably about your 4th or 5th item, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, this is forever. So then you could go in and you could edit that and you could change the time to 5, 7, 10, 15 seconds. I feel like as a new seller, 20 seconds is probably would be great, but 30 is okay too, right? And so you run those items, you preload them. You might get some pre-bids. You might get some pre-bids on those items, actually. It's nice. Good morning, Amber. Um, so anyway, so then there's that part of the show production, right? Having the right tools will make it more efficient for you. All right, what time do you guys do? 10 with a 5-second refresh. Yeah. I like 7 seconds, but I sometimes do 10 seconds. And then I do like a 3-second, 2 or 3. No, I do 5. Maybe I do 5 because some devices don't show the 3-second one. Yeah. One day I did 5-minute one. I did a 5-minute sudden death on like a card. You do 15 with 5 rebid, yeah. So what that means, folks, is the counter is 15 seconds. And then if someone bids, it adds 5 seconds onto the time. The default is it adds 9 seconds, 8, 9 seconds. Yeah. What do you do, Kimmy D? 5 minutes, sudden death? There is one seller who's known for the 5-minute as a joke, and it works out perfect because they're selling multiple items, but they have the one they're running that's a big banger. So why not? I know it feels like forever. That first 3 minutes is like, oh my gosh, I got time to go to the bathroom, get a drink of water. This is like an intermission, right? And a lot of people will leave. They'll bookmark it and come back or set a timer. 5 to second sudden death if I have a lot of the same. Yeah, because you want to move it. And sudden death, what that does is there's no time added. When that 15 seconds, 10 seconds, 5 seconds sudden death is over, whoever swiped last, whoever sniped it, got it. Yeah. I don't know. Would you guys, if you guys like sudden death, hit a 1 and put a 1. Okay, you'll hit the refresh. If you like sudden death, put a 1 in the chat. I kind of sometimes do on some items. I have perfected the swipe. I have beat a few people out because I wanted something and I know exactly when to swipe to get it. But there's some people that are pretty good that have beat me. I know who you are. I hear, what's up? Thrifty ATX girl. How you doing, my friend? I know, I saw your message. Thank you. Oh, I just swipe myself out of a show all the time. Yay. Yeah, so then that show's over, right? Your show's over. You got to print some labels. So you either do it on your inkjet and then you got to cut everything out. And as you do this for a while, you learn and maybe you save up a little bit of money and you make some money, right? That with show production you decide, you know what? I need this to go a little bit smoother and faster. Found and faded. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Oh, I got to fix all that OBS now. Thank you for the raid. I hope you had a fabulous show. Thank you, Kimmy D. Hey, that's when I can hide. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in. This is my name is Dee. This is Cawfee Talk. We talk about all things Whatnot on Tuesdays. I've done this show for about 3+ years. Actually, why did I say that? It's like almost 4 years, because when I started, I still did chat. I still helped people, right? It's something I enjoy, and it's great for a community, right? For free. Imagine that. Imagine that. And I even got verified. I'm totally kidding about that. But anyway, welcome in. I have a shop of over 900 items. And today is my actual official Whatnot. This is part of the Whatnot community host chat show that we're supposed to do. And this is about show setup and production. So we're kind of just talking about like basic stuff. And then we're going to get into like a little bit more stuff. But thank you for the raid. Feel free to promote yourself. Found_n_faded. Thank you so much for bringing your friends here. I appreciate you. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Okay, so now that show's over, we got to wrap, pack, ship, right? We talked about that. Printing the labels on an inkjet. If you you invest a little bit of more money, you can buy a thermal printer, roughly. I'm big on buying a good one, not a $400 one. You don't need that, okay? But if you want to have something efficient with some good software, sometimes you can find a thermal printer like $40, $50, $60, $150. It's all about what you want to spend. I currently have a Rollo. I bought it in 2018. It still works. It works actually fantastic. I just use it for labels. And then I bought a Jaden's. It's kind of a cheap one. It works. And I have the Rollo wired, the old one, but I made it wireless. Oh, right on. There you go, everybody. Check them out. Yay, 60 shows. Let's go. Yeah, Munbin. A lot of people like the Munbin. I have a Munbin too. It's fine. They're all the same to me. I'm a tech person. They're all literally the same. Yeah. I like the Munbin app better. Jaden's is it's fine. Yeah, it prints them. It actually prints fast and it's quiet. It's not super loud. Yeah, check the Whatnot marketplace. You bought a $150 one for $50. That's fantastic. Yeah, I bought one because I use thermal printers all the time for other businesses. And I got I don't know what brand it was, like Nelco, I think, for $20. So it was like a $60 to $70 thermal printer. Not bad, right? And it works. Yeah, it works. I like the app, actually. I like the app. Tomorrow's your 1 year already? Thrifty ATX girl, congratulations on 1 year on Whatnot. Promote yourself right now. You got a $10 off. Yeah, I mean, here's what happens. People buy it, they can't get it working, they put it in there. So my Rollo I bought on another platform. The person had it for like a few months and it stopped working. And so, but they were in the supply and demand issue is the demand was high, the supply was low for whatever reason. And I waited. I was using like a laser and it was pretty cheap actually. And I thought maybe it's time to just buy it. I have the money for my business. I should just invest in it. And the new ones were still about they were like 200, I think, at that point. For whatever reason, that price was high. Maybe 180 to 200. And somebody had it and I was watching it. Anyway, it was like $100. Why buy? And it was still had the box, everything. And I thought, you know what? Oh, and they had 2,000 labels. So I was like, okay, that's a good 20, because it's like $20 and they were all Rollo branded. They weren't like UPS or something. And so that's like what, 20, 40, 60, 80 bucks extra. And it was like $110 maybe with shipping. Anyway, I got it. It was perfect. Like they didn't even use it. They didn't even use it. When I printed out like how many labels have been printed out, like 15. Yeah, they couldn't figure it out. So they were probably a new seller, got frustrated and sold it. I got lucky. Anyway, that's late 2018, maybe 2019. And I still have it. And it's printed a ton of labels. I think the last time I ran a thing off it was like 300,000. And I think the life of them is 650,000 on that particular model. But it does have some little things that make it like print crooked or lighter. I always have to try to adjust it, but it's definitely been worth the money, right? Yeah, and also during certain times of the year, depending where you're gonna buy it, it's gonna drop in price tons of times. You would. You would. What's up? Almost gonna get me to, like, die right here on Whatnot. You have a warranty on your Munbin, and it's no hassle trade out. Is that right? That's actually good to know. I'm about to buy another thermal printer. I'm about to buy the Munbin. It's kind of pricey, but it is again, production. Like, I make my own shipping labels for certain things, right? I make my own labels for, like, some of my items, or I just the kids make them. They do all this arts and crafts. So, I actually have 2 at my desk. One is just for thermal. I'm lazy. I don't wanna change it out. I wanna set it. I wanna forget it. So, I kinda wanna buy this color. I don't know if I wanna buy a color printer, laser. I mean, not a color laser, a color label printer, or I wanna buy, the new Munbin, color. It's only 2 colors, though. It's like red and blue. Um, but they're there. Oh, perfect. Like, they didn't even ask you to send back the old one? Wow. That's actually pretty good, and it's probably what, 3, 4-year warranty? Or do you get it directly from them, or do you buy it from another? No, green. Yeah, it has to be green. Somebody should come out with, secondhand sarcasm's color green. I was too, but I've heard mixed things about it. So maybe kinda like once they develop a few, the first version's always like, it's a test. Right, those kind of things, but I thought about buying it. It's about 150 bucks, and actually, I think there's a coupon right now, but I could buy it direct from them. I think it's 140, and then the labels are about the same as the other ones. You bought the add-on warranty, but it was actually still in manufacturers. Yeah, they always get you where they sell you like a 3-year warranty, but one of those years is the original one. So you're really only paying for 2, but the marketing of it says you get 3, but it isn't. They overlap. Yeah, it's such a scam. It's on everything, cars, all of it, you name it. Yeah, it's such a scam. They'll call you, like, on your last day on earth and say, "Hi, I'm calling you about your Munbin warranty. Would you like to renew it? It's only gonna be $4,865, and it'll give you an extended, I don't know, the rest of your life." Last day, folks. Yeah. So, you don't need a thermal printer to, like, start. Right? It's helpful. It's helpful with your production, because really, a lot of people come on here and they're so focused on time. A lot of people give up so easy because they don't understand how Whatnot works yet, and they see all these people with success when they're having these shows, big shows. They've got several hundreds of people in there, maybe even 1,000 people in their room. They started like all of us with no followers. They didn't know Whatnot really. They were just running whatever, right, to make some sales. And then they ship quick. And sure, they made mistakes along the way, but there's a bunch of us. We're all sellers here, right? We have to figure out what's right for us in our production. So obviously, the more planned you are, not overthinking it, just the more planned you are, the more efficient you're going to end up being. Because your goal is to come on here, run your stuff, have some conversation, build up a community. It might just be that that's not your goal. Your goal is to just sell items. You don't want a community. You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. Hey, D. Lewis, what's up, friend? I just want to be me. That's it. That's a person I like. I like me a little bit. I kind of love me, actually. Some people don't love themselves, but I love this community a ton. Oh, you can see him? Oh, that's cool. Send me a screenshot if you don't mind, Diva. Sorry, you're on Apple, right? Or if you're on Android, I Baker Adams sent me some pics last night. Quit after 5 shows. You're literally, yeah. If you're starting a business, keep in mind Apple. Okay, keep in mind It might not be a business in the beginning. You might be doing it if you're a single mom, single dad, a side hustle. You don't have no kids. You're just doing it to make some money to go to that concert you want to go because, it costs $20,000 to go see a band these days, right? Hello, Nikki. Thank you, thank you. It's totally back at you. Bunch of fruit. Stop it. Yes, single chicken and turtle caregiver. I love it. Yeah, and some people are retired and they're selling off all their kids' treasures. And in a couple years, the kids are going to go, "Hey, mom, dad, where's that old Atari 2600?" Oh, what? And you just got $400 for it. I mean, you paid for it, right? But I tell my kids all the time. My daughter's like, "Mom, sell this stuff for me. I don't want it anymore." And I said, "I could give you a bin and you could put it in the bin and we'll put it in the attic. And then maybe in 20, 30 years, you'll go back and go, I can't believe I like that, you know?" Yeah. So this is for the community right here. Let's go. Here we go. That's for all of you. That's why I have all the hearts, right? Because we need some kindness, we need some love and all the things. Yeah, probably in the basement. But there's people of all ages on here. I've seen there's a lady I came across the other day. She was saying she was 80 something years old, selling on Whatnot. I thought that was pretty badass. I thought that was really cool actually. And it just proves that no matter what, age is just a number. You can do anything you set your mind to and your heart. And if you want it bad enough, you're going to put in the work to make it work for you, right? Don't work for Whatnot. Make it work for you. This app is limitless, unlimited opportunities if you put the time in. Yes, sometimes it can take a lot of time, but I see a lot of people posting groups. I did one show over there. I couldn't get one person in my stream. Guys, it's okay. You did it. You did it. You accomplished something huge. Most people are scared to have the first show. You showed up. You showed up for yourself. Community is going to find you. They're going to find you. And they're gonna come in, and sometimes people won't like you at first, and guess what? Who cares? Who cares? But sometimes they lurk around, and they keep seeing what you're bringing, and they end up, like, being a top buyer for you. You have a set of, rooster cups and plates that I've been wanting to get rid of, but I think of you and other vintage seller and change my mind. Heck yeah, and there's some money in that stuff. Plates are not my favorite to pack and wrap, but but they sell. People love to put them up on the wall. A lot of people are getting into vintage. Vintage has exploded on Whatnot. That is very cool. At 82 years old to still be working for yourself and doing your own thing. Amber, totally. I'm gonna be the oldest Whatnotter, watch. I am. I really am. In my day when we started, we didn't have raids. We did walkover. Remember Griff? Yeah, clip that now. Um, yeah, hold on, one day it'll be vintage, if not already. Exactly. Yeah, 20, 25 years vintage. I'm vintage, hell, shit. I'm halfway to being an antique. Yeah. You have to start somewhere, and you did. That's right. Right. Signed up and went live immediately with no. So, secondhand sarcasm, my twin, you guys should be following. She's doing a 5,000 item challenge. She's selling 5,000. I think she's halfway there or close, maybe over that. And and I think everything's like a buck. Like, bid it up a little bit higher, you guys. $1, but it's still good. That's to move some inventory. She's like, I'm over it. Let's get rid of it. Let's make a challenge. So talk about a personal challenge that is working. Way to go. But look, signed up, went live immediately, no followers, no bookmarks. Can't believe nobody showed up. Right? You might not be someone's cup of tea, but you'll be someone's cup of tea. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I'll be the coolest whatnotter. I'll be like, hey, you guys, check out my OBS. I won't even have to press anything by then. Everything will be like, hopefully not AI. I will refuse. We're going to be doing Whatnot from our nursing lunchroom. Yeah, we'll be taking Vegas trips. Help her turtle get braces. 2,200 sold? That's amazing. Now, when did you start? 1 million day challenge. Woohoo! Bunny, bunny. I won't be living that long. I'm gonna die right now. Oh my gosh, that's funny. I know. 1 million days. Could you imagine that? You couldn't. You couldn't. It wouldn't happen. Wait, I want to be somebody's potent Bloody Mary. Oh. Okay, so you started May 10th and she sold 2,200 items. Now she's not doing a show every day on that, but I feel like twice a week. Yeah, I gotta move my fan because it's making my eye water. Yeah, so hello. In our day, we used to bloop people in the 80s. In our day, we used to bloop people. Okay, so I will be immortal. That's what Bunny's telling everybody. Archivist will be immortal. She would do 1 million days and be in every book of Guinness record. No one will be able to beat that. I will be here in dust. My dust will like be animated with AI. I know, blooping, we all miss it. We all miss it. Oh, I wanted to say your show helped my first show. Oh, right on. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Yay. Okay, you guys, promote yourselves right now. You know how to do that. Just don't post links. They don't really work. Okay. So now that show's done, and we're kind of gonna talk a little slow, right? We're gonna take our time. So show production has to do with before your show, during your show, and after your show. But it's not just the selling and organizing and numbering and all those things, and the wrap, pack, and ship, and the let's go on to the next, and organization and all that. But it has to do with your equipment, right? So, like I said, if you're just starting out, you're brand new, and you see people talking about OBS and different things, all you need is a cell phone and a good internet connection. You can connect to your home Wi-Fi. Keep in mind that like some of the equipment is just like a computer. Your home Wi-Fi should be shut down and rebooted. Not all the time, not every day, but like once a month, right? Once a month, I would reboot it. I unplug mine. Just make sure you know how to make sure it works if you disconnect it. But I usually pull the power plug out about a minute, plug it back in, unplug all the power stuff, all the routers, extenders, just because it needs a reboot. And then it's up and good. And then I reboot my phone. Because sometimes if you're pixelated with your phone and you can't figure it out and you've done the router thing, shut your phone down, boot it back up, and it should fix the problem. You know, and when you're going live, turn off the Bluetooth. You don't need it. And please do not connect your phone to a Bluetooth speaker when you're selling. You can play music if you want. That's at your own risk. Whatnot's not cracking down on that, but it is in the terms any music that you do not own, you cannot play in your stream. And if you're pushing your show to any of the social medias, those like YouTube, because you can multicast to YouTube, they will give you a copyright strike because you don't own that music. That is somebody else's music. And you want to make sure you're following all the rules, right? But again, are they cracking down on it? No, but an artist could send you a letter and say, hey, here's a cease and desist. Don't play our music anymore in your stream because it's, you know, making you money, basically. Get out of here reselling everything. Get out of here. Yeah. And you know what? Use ASMR video on TV. As long as you own the video, that's the same thing, by the way. That's the same thing. If someone owns that, if it's royalty free, play it all you want. Royalty free music is not that great. I agree. Or you pay for a service. Play the music if you want. That's up to you. But I will say this really, the biggest part is some buyers, when they're in your stream and the music's louder than your actual voice, it's very hard for them to focus in your stream. They will leave. Yeah. I had a rave one night. Let me tell you. I had a rave on here one night, German techno. And the folks that were like not liking it still stayed. And I had played around with the volume of it, but it was like some German techno DJ. It was very good though. A couple of people said, D is a little bit loud. And I said, okay, too bad. We're having a rave. But I did turn it down a little bit, but it was fine. I turned my mic up and it was fun. But I don't do that every day. I couldn't imagine being in a stream every day like that. Some people just don't like it. But as a seller, what I do is I have my headphones, and if it's late night, I have music on that you guys can't hear. It helps me a lot. How to connect up OBS to one of the services that, yeah, we'll talk about that. We're going to talk about OBS and some of the things. Okay, let's talk about OBS now. Does anybody have any questions? Not about shipping, okay? I'm banning you for shipping. Silver Moon Mama, what's up, friend? How you doing? You've been using copyright-free instrumental. Yeah, some of that stuff's okay. Some of the lo-fi stuff, you'll get a strike. So when I multicast, the only reason why I don't play music anymore is YouTube is cracking down on all that, which makes no sense because if you make shorts on YouTube, every freaking artist's song is on there and you could use it. Maybe it's the duration of it, you know? It's probably the duration. Yeah. I don't understand that. But if I play that on my stream, they give me a copyright strike. Although I don't get really that many, but you don't want to get that. So you want to do it, do it. You want to, you know, some rules are meant to be broken. If you don't care, yeah, it's 2026, people are doing whatever, but you're basically stealing somebody else's work, pretty much. Yeah. So you want to make sure you don't do that. Okay, share your shows, you guys. Share your shows. You're going to get banned right now. That's it. Shipping. We can talk about shipping, but I'm going to totally raid. Yeah, just kidding. You know what? Shipping's my favorite thing to talk about. Just not when I'm selling and not when I'm doing a topic, because this is a topic. So OBS. Okay, nobody has questions about the basic stuff, right? Except shipping. Everybody has questions about shipping, but don't worry. I'm actually going to do like a shipping boot camp for free. Okay. I'm going to have a few days where people can come to it. So I'll be adding that show in, and it's going to be a free shipping boot camp. Okay. It's not going to be a private stream. It's just going to be straight up shipping, because I know there's a lot of streams out there that are charging people to teach them about shipping. Now, granted, if somebody wants to do a private one-on-one, I'm happy to do that. I actually have them. I do them all the time. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I'll let you guys know what day those will be, but it'll probably be 2 or 3 days in a row. And I already wrote the curriculum for it. And we'll go from beginning, we'll do bundling, we'll do all of it. So it will probably require selling some items to show how to do those labels. But I can't like show that stuff on screen because of privacy, right? I do multicast to YouTube. So I'll make a mock-up shipping label, like, you know, buyer number 1, your city, your street, your zip. I'm not going to show anybody's info because, to be honest, that's called doxing. And I would never want to put that on YouTube because I think that's wrong. It's happened to me, and it's not okay. And some sellers have done that without thinking, and you got to stop. It is against terms as well. Oh, okay. So OBS is not as scary as you think. It is not for every category on Whatnot. Have a good day, twin. Have a good day. I appreciate you. And I'm reporting you for buying those buyers. I'm just kidding. Those followers, the bots. I am. That's it. You're banned. Okay. So OBS stands for Open Broadcast Software. It's fair, right? Okay. I know somebody. Microphone sound is so much better on OBS. I agree. You think OBS is great for certain categories? Yeah. It's not for every category, especially if you're running a ton of stuff. I don't know. You could do it in every category, but like you have to have a configuration. Your production has to be set up so you don't have to do too much and you have everything programmed. So there's things. So with OBS, OBS project, okay, .com is the website. It is a third-party piece of software. It is completely free. Hey, Sassy, what's up? Oh, I almost hit ban. Good morning. Hello, friend. Okay, so OBS, it's open broadcaster software, right? So it works on Windows, it works on Mac OS. Now on Mac, it works both on Intel and Silicon. Silicon's like all the M series computers. I might be speaking a foreign language to you about computer stuff, but don't worry. I'm not going to dive in too deep. I'm not setting up OBS. I'm just going to talk to you about some of the basic. The deep dive into OBS could be another stream where I could actually screen record this and put over there. I have an OBS video that I haven't pushed out to the YouTube. Thank you for your purchase. Okay, and then you can also use Linux if you have a Linux. Now, one big one, Chromebook will not support OBS. You do have to use a computer. Almost. Almost. I know, almost. Or yet. What's up, Sassy? How are you? Yeah, card sellers, coin sellers, they use OBS. There are some clothing sellers that use OBS as well, but they have like a production. There's vintage people that use OBS. For the decor category, you would essentially have to have a QVC style setup, front facing desk for a close up item, but a large background. In your honest, yeah. Um, I don't know. I sold vintage decor with OBS, and I use my phone as the scan camera. Because when people raid me, I do get. Sometimes you're selling. You give a shout out. You can't tag them all the time. Hey, you guys! Thank you so much. Your head hurts. But I have this little box called a Stream Deck, and I program buttons in it. Right. So it looks complicated, right? So if I want to add in, um, just to say thank you. Oh, all my stuff is going to be off because I got to refix it. These are cool little, gifts. Whose birthday is it today? Happy birthday. All this stuff has to be resized for the way I changed my layout. I didn't do that yet because it does take time. This one doesn't work. This is like for blind box. Oh yeah, everything is way off centered. This one they like. So you can get these for free on the internet, But like you could hit that real quick. You could have like the ultimate setup. It's not as complicated as you think. For OBS, obviously you need a computer with a strong processor. A gaming PC, great. What up, Tober? Good morning. A gaming PC would be great. That's a fast processor. You could still have a Windows computer that supports it, but it might not be strong enough to, depending on the configuration, right? You want to have something with a strong processor. And then of course, I stream on an Apple. I use a MacBook Pro. It does not get hot at all. Like it's a tiny bit warm. I use an M series, so my computer is about 3 years old. Works great. Do you have to have the latest computer? You do not. I have a friend that uses a 2014 MacBook Pro, and it's fine. Yep. Bring back the. You want the prairie dog? Isn't that fun? Thank you for letting us know what it was. None of us knew. None of us knew. None of us knew. None of us knew. Isn't it adorable, huh? I found it on. So there's lots of resources where you could get this kind of stuff. You could type in free GIF. You go to Giphy.com, and there's tons of them. There's even like movie clips. And there's some really funny, cute stuff. I have one of my favorites right here because she's just so cute. Shirley Temple, right? And then I do love Jack Black. So sometimes if I get a raid, all this fills the screen usually, or Jack is like huge. People tip me, then they get the little D, but you only get a preview of that. I did add Daisy Duck because I love Daisy Duck. Aside from certain categories and shows, do you think there is any advantage to having OBS or just a lot of hello, Christy? A lot of upfront costs? Honestly, no, I don't like Donald. He's always cranky. Daisy was special because my mom loved Daisy, so I love Daisy. I always have loved Daisy because she's rare. She's kind of rare. She's kind of rare. You like Donald? All right, I'll find something funny of Donald. Maybe I'll think about it. Daisy's kind of rare. There's not a lot of merch with her, so she's so unique. She's in demand. Yeah. No, they're all great. I'm not a Disney adult. I'm not a Disney person because I work there. Um, yeah, that's a story for another day. Upfront costs. So the OBS software free. 100% free. You can download it for Windows, Mac, or Linux. You just have to have the computer that can handle it. It won't work on a phone. It won't work on a it could work on an iPad if you're a nerd. It could work on a Chromebook if you're a nerd, but you're gonna glitch like crazy. And, but I think, like, for people that are just, like, getting into it, as long as you have a pretty strong processor and you could check the system requirements on obsproject.com, and it'll tell you exactly what will work. Like, if I click on Windows, it supports actually, it just told me right there, "No, I don't wanna download it, thank you." Why did it download that? It just says supports Windows 10 and Windows 11. So maybe you have a, a mid-market Windows 10 or 11, laptop or desktop, a tower, doesn't matter. And then it's open source. So, because it's always being updated all the time, but it's used for like video recording and streaming. Okay. So if you want to make like a YouTube video and you want to, like, if I want to screen record right now, I could hit a start recording button. Hey, everybody, welcome. This is Dee. This is a live stream talking about OBS right here, and maybe you'll learn something. Maybe I'll learn something too, right? And then I can hit, oh no, stop recording. And then there's also some cool things that I can make my own clips. So there's a replay buffer thing you can turn on, and I can clip and download a file that will make a YouTube short for me. And you pick the time on it, but you have to set all this stuff. Okay. So upfront costs, the software is free. And sometimes the software glitches. It's very important to update it. The biggest thing about OBS using that, besides Green 13, welcome in. Yo, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate you. Welcome in. We're talking about, as you know, whatnot. And we're talking about OBS right now at this point. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you, Green 13. Thank you so much for the raid. How was your show? Thank you, Sassy. You guys give Green 13 a follow. They have been a seller on the app for about 5 years now. They sell like random useless junk. That's what I see. But when you go into the show, there's a lot of good stuff. So go check them out. Most of you that came in already know this. Yo, Moon Sky, what's going on, my friend? Anyway, they have a YouTube with 2 other sellers. I Love Discounts or I Love D. They really do the I Love D because of me. Don't tell them, but that's what they said to me in secret. I'm just kidding. And Zoe's Treasures and Green 13 have a YouTube podcast that they have live streaming on Sundays. And it's a chat in each week for several weeks now. It's been a subject. And that is reselling roundtables. So you guys should absolutely check them out. You will learn something. Yeah, you will learn something. It's actually a great, because we all have a different perspective, experience, and belief in the way we run our businesses. And it's really nice to see, because sometimes they don't agree on anything. And sometimes they agree on everything. But it's great to see them bring all this wealth of experience and knowledge to us for free. So go check them out. I appreciate that. Okay, so with OBS now, software is free. How do you make it work is the biggest question. Oh, is he gonna start putting his ramblings on there? Is he, Moon Sky? Ooh, because I loved it when they used to put their shows on there. Yay, I love it. Okay, what's going on right here? Hold on a minute. Okay, I love that so much. Oh, Thrifting for Life, thank you so much. I think we just glitched for a second here. Why are we glitching? We're glitching for a second, so I'm not sure. Oh, hold on, please. You guys can hear me okay and everything's staying the same. Okay. Oh, really? It just like glitched that way? Well, right now my screen is like doing something really weird, but I'm stuck. So we'll just leave it. Oh, OBS. No, I don't think it's OBS. I think it's my computer. No glitch on your good. Okay. Yeah. It's so weird right now. If I quit, I'll have to restart. All right, let's see what happens. Yeah. I will never use Android for my day-to-day. Mm-mm. You can't get me to do it. Nope. Okay, good. We'll just keep going. Okay. So, yeah, I just won't. I can't. Nope. I do a lot of tech support for Android and Windows. So I do that all from memory actually. So to own one, I'm good. I'll walk you through if you have a problem. It's the weirdest thing. And I only used one for probably about 3 years. Then I went Apple and the same. Oh my gosh, already? I know mine start like in about the same time. And one's in college. That's crazy. All right, get your notepads. I know you Android people are a whole different breed of human beings. They despise Apple, but that's okay. The good part is we can have both, right? I have both. But for my day-to-day photography business and my design and video editing, I'm going to stick with Apple. I've already invested so much. I know they're so proprietary and all that, but who cares? It does the job. I'm about to buy another new Apple computer. Yeah, I'm going to buy the cheese grater, I think. I'm going big. Yeah, very expensive computer, but that'll be my purchase for my business. Yeah, so I added the captions on the screen. That's through OBS because if you use OBS, there's no captions. Okay? There's no captions. So you have to add some plugin to it. So the question was, is there any upfront costs? 20 minutes later. Thank you for waiting. There is. There is, but not a lot. Use what you have. Use what you have, but keep in mind. So one of my investments with OBS that I need to have is a camera. Well, because my computer has a good webcam up here, I'm using the webcam. But if I turned off all my lights, it would look horrible. It looks medium right now because I just have a light up here. But I actually put my light over here intentionally because I kind of wanted to show you guys. Like if I change my lighting, look how much crappier that looks. Yeah, there we go. Add another. I just changed some of the lighting actually. Okay, that's still not good. I don't like that glare over there. Oh yeah, that's a little bit better. Let's see. Yeah, I get annoyed by this. Now it's like smoky. That's all right. I just get a cocktail. Perfect. Yeah, so I don't know why this is doing this. Let me get this Android mouse. You look terrible with your lights on. It's like the under the eyes makes, well, so we can talk about a little bit of that. So the one thing you really need, so webcam. I'm using the webcam. Not everybody's webcam. Hello, Ken. Welcome in. I can't mod you. I'm stuck, glitched. But you can trust anything Kim says in here. Okay, there we go. I like to have my lights back. I see a lot of people with a ring light right here, and then I see the reflection. Please remove your ring light and put it to the side. Okay, put your ring light like, I have a ring light right here. I'm still not liking that glare. It's going to drive me crazy. But sometimes, there. Yeah, it's my screen that's got the little bit of a glare. Let's see, you do all this before you go live. But because I'm on at night, why is this thing stuck? It must be a huge file. Oh, it's my first day here. I'm uploading a huge file I completely forgot about. It's a job. Yeah. The glare distracts. Yeah, so if you wear glasses, right? If you wear glasses, then, or if you don't wear glasses, you don't have an issue. You love it? Oh, cool. But when you put them on, you got a few things going on. You got the glare from your bright screens. You got lights, right? I have a lot of lights up here. Let's see what this one's going to do for me. A little bit warmer. Yeah, they're kind of messed up today. It's going to bug me. So you can invest in some lights. There. Yeah, it's the glare on my glass that's gonna bug me. But it's not a ring light glare. Those kind of get annoying after a little bit. But lights can be helpful because it brightens up the space. The algorithm loves, maybe I'll just do like in the like the detective D right here. Okay, yeah, there we go. Let's go a little bit down on the light. So you can invest in lights. I get panel lighting. I don't like ring lights. Okay. I don't like the ring lights because of that. They have like there's just something about them. But you do need light to see. You do need to be able to see the product. So a set of lights, preferably one right about here, but higher up, and then one preferably on the opposite side, higher up. So the light's coming down at you and it's crossing and it's spreading the light. Obviously, panel lights are great. The bigger the light, the more light that spreads on wherever you're at. I have a flat panel one that I'm probably going to set up here, but I'm going to change my whole space. Yeah, I need to paint this room and everything. It's a little hot to paint, but so lights are very important. If you have natural light, that's even better because you want to illuminate the product. So whatever you're selling. So if I'm selling, paint, I want you guys to be able to see it. So with OBS, like right now I have one camera. I can split screen. I can do a product where I have a camera, right? It's all about how much I want to spend. So in the beginning, you need a camera. So I'm using the one in here. If I didn't have a camera, then I can add in another expense, right? So I can use this camera. This is an OBS bot. It is about $100, give or take. This is the 2K to 4K. It's pretty amazing with the right lighting. Okay, it's a little tiny thing. Like it's tiny. I highly recommend these. If you don't have a DSLR. I have a DSLR. I have several different devices. And every time I go back to the little camera, I have one set up right here that's like overhead, and you can't really see it because it's like in the way right here. I use that when I'm selling smalls or anything that's tabletop, right? The chat, I'm going to have to try to keep up with it because I can't do anything with it. I'm actually really stuck. Then a microphone. So there's a lot of microphones out there. There's cheap ones that are like $20. You can buy those. They may not be the best quality, right? But in the beginning, you just want something that's going to work. But you're going to have to test. There's mics that are like about $80. There's wireless mics. They run through plugging a transmitter, right? A transmitter like this plugs into your computer with like a USB-C cable. And then there's a wireless microphone right here that I can talk into and say hello to you. Welcome to my show. And this is a segment on OBS, right? Sounds real good when it's close, but I can't hold this during my whole stream because if I'm selling something, I need to pin it here. It's kind of bulky. There's small ones. This one will set you back. I mean, I found it on Whatnot, but these typically set you back about $200-300. And you have lights above your monitors, and they want on the side. I mean, I have one. Yeah, it's good like that. Joy, hello, Joy. Put it on my glasses. Is that what you want today? I think that no, I don't know. I think it's too uncomfortable. It's too heavy. Yeah, it's way too heavy on my glasses. Yeah, should I just pin it on my head? Hello, Tasha Ray. How are you? I put it down here. Yeah, I have another one that's smaller. I'm gonna start using that one. Yeah, I might sell the Rhodes. These are Rode mics, so they're a professional piece of equipment. And obviously, it isn't like you have to spend a bunch of money on a mic. Sometimes the most expensive mics don't sound as good as some that are like $50. So it is an investment. So right now we got free software, we got a built-in webcam, we got lighting. You could be looking at nothing if you already have the stuff. I know people buy those real little microphones that are Bluetooth, and then they have a little dongle that plugs into the phone. Just keep in mind with some of those, they work great. But some of them, there's a little bit of white noise in it, right? What's up, Tiny? How you doing? Oh yeah, it's still doing that thing. I do not even know what happened. Yeah, so maybe for me, I will never say how much I spend because I buy a lot of tech stuff. My one camera is a lot of it's like 10 grand. Yeah, the one camera, just for the camera by itself, but I never use that for streaming. I have used it a couple times, it's pretty amazing, but I don't want it on all the time, it gets hot, but my Sony that I use now I have a Canon, I'm gonna be testing the Canon out probably, like, tomorrow and just see instead of using my webcam, then I'm gonna do that. You're not interested in using OBS for whatnot, but you're interested in there you go. Well, there's tons of tutorials on the internet for that. We're not gonna be setting up, but basically the steps for OBS is you need a camera, you need the software, you need a computer that can support I know I have this caption thing on. Um, you need a computer that can handle it, whether it be PC or Mac. If you're not super computer savvy and you have an iPhone, then a MacBook Pro would probably be your way to go. The new Apple laptop that's like, I don't know, I think what is it? I don't Nano or something? It's about 600. It will not support OBS. There will be lots of glitches. The MacBook Air, not exactly a great contender for it. It works, but you might have some issues with it. And the webcam won't be probably a great quality. But if you have lighting and everything like working in your favor, then it's fine. But you can't use the microphone that's built into the laptop. It's just not enough, right? It's not enough. So what you want to do is you want to invest 50 bucks, right? Something that's going to work, be functional. Elgato actually has a beginner like microphone. It's about 50 to 100 bucks. I have it. It's okay. But it's on a stand and everything. It's good for a beginner. I have a gaming mic up here that I use sometimes. I prefer the wireless mic because I can move around. I'm not attached to anything. I can mute it really quick on the computer, like super fast. What's up, Whatnot? Movie poster. Hello. Hey, Maymar. Yeah, so there's so many benefits to using OBS. So really the main thing is I already have my camera, and then in order to set it up, there's a few things. You need a source. So a source would be a piece of equipment, a microphone, the camera. You have to like assign that in OBS. When you start out with OBS, it's blank screen. Okay. It's a blank screen. So the window is basically you have sources, there's audio as a source. So you add like an input, which would be a microphone. Okay. You would add, maybe you want to just do screen recordings. You would set up your screen for, Google, and then you need to capture the audio for that. So that way, when it's recording a screen, it's going to grab all that information that's coming from that screen, right? And it is through trial and error where you really learn it the best. The thing with Whatnot, what I love is hello, BA. You could put two cameras. I can add a border. I can add fun little, I didn't mean to hit Danny. You can add all kinds of fun little graphics, right? Just for fun, you get a raid, there's so many cool things. But again, it takes a little bit of time to set this up. And certain equipment. Do you need a stream deck? If you want to, you don't really need it, but you'll be clicking on the computer. This is just a faster way to increase your production, right? You can use overlays. Like if you guys watch Whatnot Sellers, you notice how Whatnot Sellers has like their Whatnot overlay with a split screen. And then they have one person on top, they have the name and all that. So somebody built that in Whatnot, and they use OBS. Do you want to know a secret? It's not co-hosted. They're doing it with Zoom. They're doing it with Zoom or something similar. Yeah. So they're putting those shared screen like that together on the back end. So Bug, who works for Whatnot, him and another guy, Jack, and I think Craig, they all work on the back end. You guys don't get to see that part. What's up, Bree? Hello. Yeah. So there's the thing with OBS is it's pretty simple to use if you don't overcomplicate it, because you can make it overcomplicated by adding all these different things in it, right? Yeah, they're awesome sellers on here. They have pretty exceptional streams. They sell product on here, like Bug, BUG. He's awesome. I can't say enough good things. He also is the creator behind the Whatnot OBS video. There's actually 2 of them that he's made. He and if you go to the seller.whatnot.com, in the Seller Hub is the video that he made. If you go to help.whatnot.com and you search OBS, then you'll get to the page where it shows both the videos. I will be honest, it's pretty simple. He'll walk you through it, the basics. He's not going to show you in the other video. I don't think he shows you how to add any of the GIFs or any of that kind of stuff, but it's pretty simple. Yeah, he's fantastic. I think, okay, don't tell Craig, but he does have a really good, no, I'm kidding. They both have awesome streams. They have all the right equipment, right? They have some really good equipment. Bug is actually on Apple. I don't know about Craig. I don't think I've ever asked him, but he is in charge of seller education on Whatnot, Craig. And then Bug does all the production stuff. They got all the fancy stuff. But I mean, mind you, Bug, I think he's been on Whatnot since almost the beginning. Craig, I think too. Craig sells cards and his wife's amazing cookies. And his name, Craig, Craig at Whatnot. So if you search Craig, you'll find him. He doesn't really do any I don't think they do really any support shows, but like Bug was on Whatnot Sellers. I think Craig, I don't know, Craig hasn't been on there. Whoops. I think he has, maybe. He's interviewed on there. So you can check them out. They're just cool to watch. You can learn a lot. Every once in a while, Bug will talk about, he did have a production stream about OBS, and his setup is nice, simple, and clean. And he sells cards. So he sells like not sports cards, but like pretty girls cards. Yeah, waifu cards. So he has like a camera with an awesome background, and it's he's, I think he even sold clothing on here. Yeah, and sometimes he'll have a triple screen on there, and he'll have like a live DJ mixing some music. It's a great setup, but it's an expensive setup. But this is his business. He's selling, trading cards out of his shop, and they're amazing. Yeah, so even if you're not a collector, to go watch his streams is fabulous. And then Craig, I don't catch him that much because, I'm a nighttime. Bug streams at night because they work for Whatnot during the day. And the thing about Whatnot is they require their employees to go live like once every so often. But Bug, you usually can catch him on a Friday night, usually late at night. Yeah, and it's a good time. It's a good time. He may do another production show. Bug, if you're there, please. The people want to see more OBS. Yeah, his setup is cool. But he has like a whole rig, cameras here, camera in the back, like amazing stuff. I don't work for Whatnot. People think I do. I just work with them. I'm a community host. They picked me with 30 other sellers. Actually, if you're a community host, let people know. And so they have us do these chat shows because they trust us. They know we're doing the right thing, right? And so, yeah, I don't work for them. Can you believe it? It's a lot of fun, and it's neat because, you have a direct connection with Whatnot, and you can give them lots of feedback and criticism. Believe me, the whole group is very like. Sometimes, I mean, I don't really talk about that stuff because it's like Fight Club, but sometimes I'm like, oh man, I feel for the people in charge because we're really giving them a bunch of stuff. But the best part about it is they listen, they take it, they really listen. Whatnot listens, you guys, and they either run with it or it goes on the list, or oh yeah, we tried that. That's not going to be working because some people come in the group, they're new, they don't know what's been tested or tried before, right? But they're like, this is a great idea I have. But they're really open to everything. Yep. But they're very honest about it. Yeah. So they have some awesome employees. I was able to eat, hang out, meet with them. It was really nice at the Seller Summit. Got to meet everybody. You get to see more. The employees love working there. Work-life balance, I'd probably say it's definitely a challenge for some of the demanding positions, but that's what life's about, right? Finding you would love that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And you know what? Imagine this. You're running a business, right? And 80 of the 100 people that come on your platform, maybe 90, are going to tell you how to run it, right? Even it's similar like anything, but you can't tell people how to run it who are already successful. They've been there. They're doing the thing. But, people give them lots. We have a form. We submit ideas. So if people happen to be in my show and they say things, I screenshot it. I put it on the form, and then I always write a comment like, hey, this idea came from so and so. Like Picker Adam had given a really good idea a year or two ago, and I was like, man, that's a good idea. And so I put it on the list and said, contact Picker Adam for more details, because it is community and they do want to. Yeah. Yeah, but don't flood but yeah, send the ideas. You never know. You never know. Yep. You wish they'd yeah, a lot of people have asked about that. You could just write it on your profile. I think that we used to have verified, right? We used to have verified check marks on profiles. I know, I'm kidding. But if you have really an idea or a suggestion, feel free to send it to me. If you need help, I'm happy to help people. The one thing I will be very strict about is shipping. If you message me and say you have an issue with your order, I'm not a customer service rep for Whatnot. I'm de-archivist, independent. I will help you if I can, but shipping is the one where I draw the line because it's so hard to explain shipping in messages. People misunderstand all the time. So I'd rather them come to me directly in my stream and ask me those questions. Yeah. I'm just a girl. That's right. I'm just a girl. I'm on here every day though. But if I'm doing a selling show, like, read the room. I'll tell you guys, I've been on for 788 days in a row every single day. I have not missed a day. I've been late. The algorithm tells me when I've been late. Yeah, but you know what? Matter of fact, I was 1 minute late today. And that's okay, because I still showed up. It's crazy. It's crazy to think that after 788 days, which means I started on June 1st, 2024, with this challenge of let's go live for 365 days. And if you know why I did that. I won't get into that. Okay. 2 years plus. 2 years. And I went through one of the hardest things that I'll ever go through in my life. But I'm still here because I don't believe in giving up. I really don't. Yep. I was going to give up. I was going to quit. I was going to quit doing Whatnot after my mom died. I was done. But my mom knew I did the challenge. And so I was like, you know what? I've never really quit stuff unless it was completely toxic and useless to me. So I'm going to keep going. And so far, I'm pretty good here. Yeah. Thank you, Tober. So my first show, thank you. Okay, let's finish this and we'll talk about that. My first show, I'm a preloader because I load everywhere else and I cross-listed over here. My first show, I think I had 24 items. Yeah, but I had a table of goods. So maybe 50 items, but I didn't list everything. But I just kind of listed most of it. But back then I could do it on the computer and run it on my phone. Right? I think I even started the first stream with 2 devices. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, so with OBS, you don't have to have it, like I said earlier. Camera or the webcam, lighting, a microphone. And if you're going to use your phone, because you can use your phone in OBS and turn it into a camera. I wanted to do some demo, but my computer somehow froze up right now because I was uploading this huge file. So I don't know why it's doing that, but I don't want to yeah, it's stuck on this thing. So but it's okay. This is what you do. You roll with it, right? So lighting, just you have to okay, look, photographer here. If I have a subject and I have to decide what mood I want, I have to figure out where to place my lights. So if I'm working at the item right here, I have to decide what mood I want. So where do I want to light the item? I always have a light up here and a light here, and I actually have a light in the back for a hair light, right? So if I don't want that much light on the face, then I'm going to turn my lights. I'm going to lower one, right? You have to play around with your lighting. For selling product, you want to light the item, okay? Not so much you, but you want to bring that front lighting to that item because you're selling with the camera right in front of you, right? If it's not lit, a lot of my room right now, it's not super bright lighting, right? Some people have super bright. Okay. When I redo this space, I'm gonna have not super bright. I mean, I have another light up here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 lights around me. 7. I have another one back there. Too many, but they're not all on. I only have 2 on right now. If you guys raided in, thank you so much for the raid. Actually, let me turn my chat on my phone so I could actually see it, because it's kind of... Okay, here we go. Then I could read the chat, and I'll put my phone right in front of me. Please hold. Matter of fact, why don't you guys promote your shows? Don't post a link, but just promote your shows and see, like, when glitches happen, you just keep going. You just keep going, right? You just keep going. Okay. Hello, CLB. How are you? Isn't your phone already a camera? Well, we're talking about OBS. So I can turn my phone is a phone, but it has features. It has apps that have a camera, right? You keep swimming. So I can plug it in and turn it into a source. And then there's an app called OBS Camera. There's Droid Cam. I can use that as a camera. So say I only have one. I have my webcam and I don't have any other cameras. I can take and I could mount on a bracket above, so I have an overhead camera. And then I have this camera, right? I can totally do that kind of stuff. You know what, Lisa Vin, there used to be this little hack. I kind of discovered it one day about 3.5 years ago. If you go click on someone's profile and you see them live, you join the show from their profile. This was the best thing ever. You would never swipe out. But Whatnot fixed that glitch. And we end up swiping out because they want us to go to other shows, right? They want us to go to other shows. But it's very frustrating when I swipe to bid and I swipe out of a show. Yeah, it was like a little secret. I tell everybody, hey, go to my profile page. Try it now. See if it works. Go to my profile page, join that live show, and then try to scroll. It used to lock us in. It was the best. Remember that, CLB? Yeah. That's why you're I'm not sure, sweet tea. Yeah, Amber, just keep swimming. Like right now I'm glitched out, but I can see my chat. I can see myself. I can see the captions. Okay, so all the friends posted their shows. Thank you for sharing. I don't know what you mean, sweet tea. That's why my page never shows my regular shows. I don't know what that means. Okay, let me see if I missed anything. Do you feel like items sell more yourself? Libby Lude, I think we answered that, but no, I didn't answer your question. The question is, do you feel that items sell more if you yourself are facing the camera, if the camera is focused only on the item itself? Some of my best shows I didn't show my face. Somebody reminded me that it was 8 months when I went live. I did not show my face. It was just my hands. Yep, it was just my hands, and I sold a ton. Sometimes your face is a distraction. Hey, what's up, Noelle? How are you? Of course, come on. What's going on? I didn't thought you got stuck in all your tech gear, tied up or something. What's up? Let's see if this is gonna work still. What's up, friend? Yeah, that still works. We're glitched, but we'll make it work. Yeah, so people think they have to show their face on here. They do not. How it started for me on my face, and we're still talking about OBS here, is I would go live, I'd sell, raid, done. Next, repeat, do it over again. I wasn't going live every day, every other day or something, because I had to still ship. And I was still trying to figure out Whatnot. Because again, I've been selling on other platforms, but I've never sold on live, because it was very weird to me to be in front of the camera when I've been behind the camera for 30 years. Yeah, I've been behind the camera for a really long time, more behind the scenes kind of person. It's not done yet. It's so huge. Yeah, it's so huge, but it's glitched me out. It's stuck on this thing. Yeah, it's like frozen, but it's okay. Everything else works here. I just don't have no control. I need to reboot, but I can't do that mid-show. So we'll just keep going. I have my phone. It's plenty. Yeah. Anyway, so sometimes that happens. Sometimes it happens. I haven't had this happen in a long time, but I forgot about this big file because I'm uploading and I'm downloading. But my internet's great, right? It's great. The one thing about OBS I will say is, number one, you do want to have it wired Ethernet connection. You can be wireless, but I feel like my connection works better. There's no lag when I'm wired in. I'm hardwired in. Some people don't have that. Now, we have a friend on here, Andy Someta. He's an amazing streamer. He's wireless and he has a kick-ass OBS setup. He really does. I'd put him having like superior OBS setup. Yeah. A lot of fun stuff. He even does his own little commercials. What's up, Picker Adam? How you doing? Oh, thank you. Okay, good. Yeah, it's just I can't scroll back on the chat or any of that. It's stuck on this thing. I don't know why. So it's glitched. It's okay. We can still keep going. Because I have my phone down here, right? Happy Tuesday. Sellers disappear on me because Whatnot wants us to watch. Oh, so Sweet Tree, that's called the algorithm. And it's going to change all the time. It's going to change all the time. Because it would be kind of boring if we saw the same shows over and over and over. We need some spice in our Whatnot life. So they push the algorithm based on whatever they choose. And they're not going to tell us. No one knows the secret to the algorithm. Only the Whatnot people. Glow with D, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Welcome to Cawfee Talk. Welcome in. Hello, friend. Thank you for the raid. No, it's not that, Picker Adam. It's the whole thing. It's okay. Thank you. I hope you had a great show. Welcome in. We are talking about OBS today, and we're about halfway through that segment there. So thank you for the raid. I hope you had a great. There is no secret sauce. Hold on. Cover your ears. There is no secret sauce. There is no secret sauce to Whatnot. None. Nada. Zilch. Zero. There's no secret sauce. It's almost like there's no place like home. There's no secret sauce to Whatnot. There's no secret sauce. Just kidding. There is some secret sauce. There is a little bit of secret sauce. You know what it is? Get off your ass. Go live. Sell some shit. Describe what you're selling. Talk to your buyers. Hold their hand while you're selling. Okay? Describe the condition. That's the secret sauce. Being yourself. The secret sauce is public. Do more, work, repeat. And have fun. People want to sell you all their secret sauces. Selling coaches popping up with bad reviews, low feedback scores. Look who you're getting the info from. Yes, some people kick ass on here and sell stuff like that. And if you have adult money and want to do it, go for it. But you can get it from Whatnot. You can. Yeah. Consistency is like subjective, honestly. Because you could be, I'm consistent. I go every day. But am I selling like every day in my life? I sell a ton in my buy it now. That's right. Cheap fabric and dim lighting. That's the secret. And dropping your camera every now and then and glitching. You ordered a new laptop? Yo, congratulations. Yeah, you've been playing with your toys, huh? Consistently pivoting. If you keep doing the same thing, you're going to be in the same spot, right? So you got to pivot and you got to try different things. I've tried a lot of things on Whatnot. I used to sell a ton of items in my shows. And now I'm at a different point where I'm doing something else because I can and I want to. But I am ready to pivot. I'm ready to do something different. Okay? So we're in the middle of like actually revamping all this. Congratulations. Yeah, you can look on their website. It sounds like it will work. No, my sweet tea deals, my bin activity is not linked to my show. Nope. I sell most of the Bite Now items when I'm not live. It's kind of like just every method on other platforms. When you load it, when you feed it, like sometimes I'll list like 50 items and I'll sell like 5 or 10. It's really weird. But I'll take it. I'll take it every single day. I've been getting a lot of new buyers from like TikTok or Google because I like properly list my items. Title, what it is, brand name, Sometimes I have a number in there. The number doesn't matter. The number is for my inventory here at Whatnot. So if it's in the buy it now, it's in every single one of my shows. My items, it's a lot of stuff to sift through, but if you know what you're looking for, you can go up to my buy it now. You can search for whatever kind of product you want to get, right? It's going to be there. Vintage, you could go in and search vintage, toys, Funko, Bitty Pops, Minnie Mouse, Mickey Mouse, any kind of keyword you could think of. It may be there. If it says 0, that means I don't have it, right? I'm a 24/7 store. Why would you want to leave your house? Just stay home. Get on your exercise bike and shop on Whatnot. Right here with the Archivist. You don't need nothing else. I'll even give you a $25 off coupon on your first order for first timers. What do you say? Maybe even has free shipping sometimes. Sometimes it has free shipping. Yep. Sometimes it does. People love that. Free money from Whatnot. What other platforms giving $25 away free? It's hot outside. Cold deals here on Whatnot. Pick her at 'em. You're hired. Yeah, list items flood the internet with Whatnot SEO team. Yeah, and the SEO for Whatnot is more than just listing. It's all this other stuff. Yeah. And within Whatnot, I know it's hard when someone has a ton of items in their bite now, but any given time I could run flash sales on those bin items. I could turn them to auction like that. So even with using OBS. So OBS is for overachievers, show-offs. I always joke about that, right? It's for people that want to have a double camera and be on camera. My screen is a lot bigger. It's not normally like this. It's usually small and then a dual camera below it. But I'm going to be switching and having a camera above with product, and then I'm underneath or in some small form on it. But when I was doing my shows, this is the production I learned. I didn't show my face. I ran my item. I used the good camera on my phone, which was this side. Okay. This on mine is 48 megapixels. The camera, your selfie camera is 12 megapixels on most cameras. Some cameras have a higher resolution. So when you're looking at jewelry or different things like that with more detail, it's probably a good idea to face the product this way. Okay. And so I would show my face first 5 minutes. Hey, everybody, how you doing? Oh, what's going on? I'd welcome in the chat. I used to do roll call and I would say everybody's name. What's up, Picker Adam? How you doing? Hey, CLB. Just Family Collectibles. Welcome in. Diva's Heart. Picker. What's up? Present. And I would just say hi. And sometimes you miss people or you say hello because you sometimes can't get everybody, right? So I would do that, do the roll call. People love that. I feel like more people loved it and they're like, how you doing? How's your day? You know, it's a great way to start your stream. And I would do that. And then I flip that camera on me, you know, in that first 5 minutes and say, okay, tonight's goal is going to be this. I'm selling some vintage decor. We're going to do a scan show. If you see something, say something, call it out. I'll run it. If you want to make a bundle, as long as, you know, you're the only one that maybe wants it, then I can set it aside, build a bundle, meaning I put everything together, run one listing so that I have a scale right here and I just put everything on it. And then I add whatever the totals are to you. And then when I do that scan show, and anyway, we would do that a lot. I ran tons and tons of hundreds, thousands of bundles on here. And, you know, you get one calculation for that. So my show production changed. Then I started flipping the camera on me. So people seem to like that. If you guys like seeing a seller when they're selling the item, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 if you like that. A 100. Yeah. I think people want to connect. You know, everybody has a different situation. Folks are lonely, right? They want to see people. Also, not just your hands, right? It's nice to see like, okay, you guys, I'm going to run my mini brands fridge. It comes with no food. It's about remember this? We would measure it to our head. It's about yay big. We used to do that all the time on here. Yeah, it's about yay big, but if you need to see, it's about this many inches, right? And so people sell stuff like that all the time. Yep. And then what I would do, so when showing my face 5 minutes, we'd get into it. I'd flip my camera. I would scan left to right on my shelving area, and I would just run it and set it aside. I didn't have to put any production stickers for organization like, okay, but I would always call out, Picker Adam, congratulations. You just got the Fenton vase, the blue one. It's yours. Thank you so much. I appreciate your business. if you don't list it that way and you pull it and it sells. The Archivist, thank you so much. Congratulations. You just won 8 inches of Fenton. I hope you love it. Make a little fun of it, right? And it'll be shipping to you tomorrow, especially if I do a late night show, right? And you would always call it out, because if you accidentally didn't label it what it was, this is all part of production. You didn't label what it was, you got to go back and watch a video receipt. And back then, you better hope it works. You better hope it works. Sometimes those don't work. What's up, Vintage Chick? Sometimes video receipts don't work, so you can't rely on that. That's why it's better to set up your production to use stickers. I don't even have any stickers in front of me, but they're like, you can buy them in 100 sheet, and they're, $5 for like 1,000 stickers. Or you can get some blank ones and write on them. You can get Post-it notes. You can get a piece of blue tape. You can get this blue tape right here, right? Peel it off, stick it on the item, right? The video receipt's built into Whatnot. It's on the backside of Whatnot. Yeah, so it's recording. It's there for 60 days, but you have a video receipt. If somebody buys something, if they go to the activity, in the activity is the receipt of the item, the tracking, all that. At the very bottom, it says video receipt. Click on that, and it'll play back the video of the portion where you purchase something. It'll actually play the whole thing, but it'll clip you like 30 seconds or a minute before you make the purchase, so you can see what you get. Yeah, painter's tape, I will say it takes time. So if I'm doing like a stream, I'm getting a whole bunch of this, putting it on my desk, having it ready to go. Yep. I'm having it ready to go. Look at me. I could roll right back up. Yeah, it's a scam. Yeah, so I'll use that. Now, what if I have certain size things? I have green and I have pink painter's tape. Yeah, it doesn't even have paint on it. Those dummies. Those dummies. They named it painter's tape. What's nice about painter's tape is it's not going to ruin your item. It's pretty low tact. But if you've got something vintage, let's just use the old Christmas light bulbs, or better yet, Christmas decorations. Do not use painter's tape on them. It will, anything that like that with no finish, ornament, it will peel the tape, it will peel the paint right off. You could put it on the top, right? On the little hook. Guaranteed, your vintage collectors don't know this. They'll even wrap some of that hand painted stuff in tissue paper, which is like a big no-no. Yeah, it's huge no-no. But, you want to use this because it doesn't ruin the surface. And if you have an ornament or something, the little hook can go just like that on top. And I peel off all of these when I pack an order. When I'm packing it, I take all the numbers off, unless they're the little purple ones. I leave them on so people know what they got, especially when it's like bitty pop, random pool kind of thing, right? You get what's as shown on screen. Yeah. Yeah, you have to be careful because some tape, if you ship with it, it will still peel off the finish. But I've always pretty much removed that. Unless it's like a piece of plastic, I'll leave it on. So that, like I said, they know. And then I actually write what number on the packing list. Yeah, too detailed. Okay, so we know what we need for OBS, right? I'm not really doing the setup video today, but I will probably try to do a video. I already did half of it. I just need to put it together because nothing's really changed. The other half of it is adding in where to get overlays, where to get different things like that, to, like the line above and below. My colors are orange and teal. Those are just my favorite colors. You can add that stuff in Whatnot. You can add like a color underneath it. You can make your own overlay. It's just a simple one. I did have right below me here scrolling text, right? And I could create, you can create overlays and with Picker Adam on Canva. Are you gonna teach us a class? Yeah, bread bags. You could buy, most of the stuff that I have, I'm not putting it in a plastic bag until I ship it. Because people might buy multiples. But I made little things that are small. I have like an 11 by 17 piece of paper that I printed out. and there's squares on it, and they're number 1, 2, 3 all the way. And then on the top, I have like 5 giveaways. So my stuff doesn't say giveaway number 1. It usually says what it is, so I don't usually use the giveaway part. But if I'm selling jewelry, number 1, boom, number 2, number 3, all the solds go up, and then they're above my desk and below my desk up to 300 because I have enough space for that. Yeah, and they're small. They're like yay big. You know who teaches a really good Canva class? Is Lilac Bloom. She uses OBS now. Yeah, she's using OBS for it, I believe. She's amazing. Lilac Bloom. Let me tag her. And Common Cloth also does KOMMONKLOTH. Candace. She also teaches Canva as well. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. I could teach, but I'd have to charge 67 cents. I'm saving your tips for the invoice. I love Canva. Thank you. Thank you, Bree. I appreciate you. No, but for real, pick her at 'em. 67 cents is a bargain. I think everybody would pay for that. Just when you send out the PWE, just make sure it's 3 ounces, 1 to 3 ounces. Yeah. Because I know the envelopes you use in there. Yeah. Hey, Candace, how you doing? I was just telling people about sellers. I've been in their Canva. When's your next Canva class? So I'm recommending you and Lilac Bloom. I'm sure I know there's a few other people that do it. I haven't done one yet. I like Canva, but I'm a Photoshop person. I'm an Illustrator person. I'm not teaching that. I went to school for that. Next month. Okay, so go bookmark her show. She's also a community host with Whatnot, and she has other shows. Make sure you promote yourself, friend. She sells all kinds of things. I think she's DTF. If you're a seller on here and you want to get some merch, if I'm not wrong, you can take your design. She can print it for you. Whether you want little logo on a shirt, she can make the shirts too, right? But you can buy, hello, Lilac Bloom, my beautiful friend. Yeah, so check it out. Yeah, they sell it all. I don't know what else you sell, but I know like if you want DTF, okay, is yes. So if you want to get merch, I don't know any of the info and all that. Go check them out. Google just called you. That was me. That was my AI calling Barb. Anyway, next month, Candace is having the show Common Cloth about Canva, and she'll show the screen. Canva's pretty simple, but like if you're not techie or anything, it can be too much. You can do it on your phone. I don't recommend it. You can do it on an iPad. You can do it on the computer, right? You can get a free account with Canva, but it's limited. They have templates. And then you can just change the color, change the font. It's fairly simple. But if you need more, then Lilac Bloom or Common Cloth, go check them out. Daisy Lane. The vintage queen is here. What do we have? What do we have over here? I feel like hearts and a prairie dog. Daisy Lane was just having a chat show. She brought her Whatnot community of vintage peeps over here to hang out with us. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, friend. How was your show? We're just kind of starting to wrap it up because, 2 hours and 9 minutes into this. And we had a long chat about OBS, show production. Try to keep it as simple as possible, but not overcomplicate it. And then we kind of glitched out, so I didn't fully get to do the OBS, but I'm still going to be on here for another 222 days because I've already done 788 of my 1,000 days challenge. So welcome in, everybody. Make sure you're following Daisy Lane. Amazing seller, amazing inventory, and does wonderful community chat shows. So thank you. Yeah, all the friends dropping the daisies. I appreciate you. And you know the deal. When you raid in here, because I know you could go anywhere on the Whatnot streets, and you just come here. So be quiet, Picker Adam. That's 2 more years. Oh, I did say I was going to be the oldest Whatnotter. In my day, yeah. So thank you, thank you. When's your next show, Daisy Lane? Let everybody know. I feel like Daisy Lane's on all the time. It has a great setup as well. So I hope you guys had a good chat. Let's see what people were saying. Everybody helping each other. I love that. Yeah, Google called you for real. Be careful with that. Google doesn't really call people unless it's some sales call, and people can pretend to be anybody they want on the internet these days. They can actually use software that will hide the number to make it look like it's from Google. Could be spam. So I would never give any personal information because they'll be in your account that quick. That quick. And a lot of people don't know that. Yeah. So anything that's too good to be true probably is. Facts. Through experience. I can't tell you how many people I know who've reached out to me and they've gotten a QR code. They took a picture with their phone and their phone's hacked. They clicked on some email that said they were overdue on their Macy's. I've heard it all. I've helped a ton of people that way, and I feel really bad because there's nothing they can do to get their money back. Memory Lane Linens, August 4th, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. All right, you guys love the linens. Go bookmark Daisy Lane's show. Thank you so much for the raid. I do appreciate it. Yep. 2,000 days or nothing. Pick her Adam. That's going to get you banned. I'm kidding. Google called me because I won a raffle and I needed to send $1,000 to save the prince to get the raffle prize. I'm going to be rich. I got that same call. They took all the money out. Oh, thank you, friend. I appreciate you. Just family collectibles. Thank you. Hey, my door is always open here on Whatnot. My door is always open here on the Whatnot. Yep, it is. Again, if I'm selling, you just feel the vibe of the room, and you may not want to ask the question about shipping because we know what happens when one person asks me about shipping. 2 hours later. So I try to have my healthy boundaries. Like, you should come to my chat show on Tuesdays. Because I'm selling right now. Oh, but it's an emergency. Everyone is an emergency. How does shipping work? Do you want the sarcastic answer or the real answer? A lady who's been diagnosed with cancer keeps emailing me. She has no errors and wants me to leave me all her money. No errors. You know what? I think it sounds like a better deal for her than you. So you should just do it, Marsha. Come on. It's wild. The internet's a wild place. If I showed you guys my junk spam detector messages on my phone, you would be mind blown. My phone got leaked in a data thing. Well, something else. But anyway, that's a whole other conversation I don't want to get into. And I could change my number, but I've had it for like 30 years. I like having the same number. The problem is anytime someone calls, it's like all these scammers now pretend to be someone they're not. So when I see them, because I have this feature on my phone, I turn it so it catches them and goes to voicemail. So, but I have another phone. I use this for business only. So yeah, you can filter that stuff out. Can I talk about the new shipping stuff? That's it. Crystal, you're out of here. How you doing, my friend? I caught the tail end of your CEO show. It was very, very good, very moving. I really am glad you're in that. Excellent. Yeah. You could also, yeah, if you didn't know this, when somebody emails you and it's one of those scammers, you could actually send it phishing at whatever the domain is, and then you could always block them, so they can't send you and mark it as spam, and it'll unsubscribe or whatever it is. Just never click on those things. There are folks that they don't know these things, right? They go into the email and they think, oh, my Bank of America just messaged me. But secretly, if you look up at the email address and click on it, it'll be like, 1-800 whatever, let me scam you at hotmail.com. A big company like Bank of America is not going to have a Hotmail email address. They're just not. So they can hide that and you won't even know it. Yeah. We can not talk about the shipping. Oh, that's good. Let's see. Sometimes I answer spam calls and mess with them. Yeah, I have. They'll ask for the person. It's not even me, and I'll say, "Barney's Pool Hall, this is 8 Ball speaking. What's your cue?" And I can't tell you how many hang-ups I've gotten. I have gotten so many. Yeah, it's just like an old thing I learned as a kid. I remember that. Or sometimes I'll be like, "Hello," and they're like, "Hello," and I'll be like, "Hello," and they're like, "Hello," and I'm like, "Hello." And this goes on for like I did this one time with somebody for like 5 minutes. I'm like, they're waiting for me to say it, and they, "Hello, hello, hello, I can't hear you. Hello, hello, I can't hear you." Yeah, and that just messes their whole day up. But I never respond to the text messages because as soon as you like if they say, "Hey," like I actually just got this text message yesterday. Listen to this. Oh, I maybe got rid of it. It said, "Hey, I'm moving back to California. Do you want to go out to this Chinese restaurant with me?" And I'm looking at the phone number. I'm like, I have no idea whose phone number this is. No idea. It's a weird, and then I look at it and it's like a country code. And I'm like, really? Did they think people are going to respond to that? So at the bottom it says mark as spam. So I block the number and then I hit mark. Do you really? Yeah. Never reply to it because they can get your info right away. And they'll be in your banking info quick. They have skills like no other. Yeah, so I usually just block it. And then sometimes they'll be sending it from like an email address, that thing. "Hey, are you ready to play? You want to get together and play some golf tomorrow?" Well, I play golf. And I'm just like, who is this? So I didn't, yeah. Or one day someone called me and then they said all this crazy stuff on my message. They were calling somebody and telling them. And I'm just like, I don't know who that person was. This is like the most incriminating voicemail I've ever received. But I just blocked them because I didn't know who it was. They were just some young kid, probably. They sounded really young, that they called their friend to go hang out. You asked them to hold and walked away and continue my day. Yes, LB, I've messed with the phone calls, but anymore, it's just a waste of time, you know. I got one that said, "Hey, are you home yet?" Yeah, they just because you don't know, they make it sound like it's your friend messaging you or something, right? Like it's your friend, your longtime friend. So if you don't know who it is, and be careful because sometimes they will make it look like it's your friend's phone number. I had at one time somebody had done one of those text calls, and the number was 2 digits at the end of my best friend. And I was like, "Whoa, that's kind of weird." They got skills. They got skills, but instead of putting them to bad use, they sure could put them to good use, right? They put them to bad use. And so this is just my PSA to, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. Like someone contacted you and said, "Hey, I found your social security number and your stuff, and you're a heir to $1 million. Just send me 39 to unlock." With a lawyer, right? Yeah, probably not gonna give you a dime. Because when they get to 39, they're gonna want another 139, and then pretty soon they got all your banking info, and by then your bank is wiped out clean, and this happens a lot. Yeah, always pause before you reply, question everything, and look closer. Email, text, or calls, 100%. And they hit you for 1,000. Yeah, but you can get that back from your bank because if it went through your bank, you're insured, but if you send it outside, probably not. Feet pics, 75% off today only. Probably too good to be true. Probably not. Where's Calm Beast at? You might want that deal. Is that your offer, Bunny? No, but we're all kidding here. But most of the stuff with the scam things, when someone wants your information, don't be part of the problem, be part of the solution, right? And don't give that information. Don't make it readily available. But people were in a, high tech world where we share all of these things. You don't have to. You don't have to share anything because they just get that info and save it. So let's move back. We kind of hairballed out of that one, right? You got it all back, but they had all your info. Yeah, you can, Peter. I'll tell you from experience. You can contact all the credit bureaus and put a watch on your credit. Because guaranteed, they will probably try to buy a house with your social security number. Yeah, I've seen it. Yep. Actually happened to someone I know. Someone I know named D. Yeah. Got it taken care of, but it was such an inconvenience. It was such an inconvenience because it messes up your credit, especially when they decide they don't want to pay the mortgage and stay in the house. Yeah. I had someone else in my family happen to them like that. But it was way worse for them because anything they went to buy, they couldn't get because this person had grabbed their social security number and just ravaged hell. So, you know, a reworker's passion. What's up? How's the meetup? Welcome in. Anyway, we talked about some safety protocols, right? Okay, good job. Good job on doing that. That's the only thing you can do. So let's talk about safety. So show production, we talked about OBS, right? If there's any questions about OBS, I'm 10 more minutes and then we're going to raid, or wait, 18 more minutes or whatever it is. We're going to go till 10:23. I'm so glad. That's going to be fun. That'll fill the bucket list. Yeah, exactly. You just protect yourself. It's just like anything. Hello, welcome in. Closet Queen. I like how you spell that. Yeah, so you have to be safe. And that includes your streams as well. You know, good idea for your business, get a PO box, right? Then they don't have your home address, but you have the right skills, right equipment. Anybody can find anything on the internet because everybody gives away all that information for free. Like you pay taxes if you own a house, so you know that's readily available. But just make good decisions, right? Not worry about so many little things like that you know. But you don't have to have. You can have a PO box. You got your OBS. We got your show production. You can have a PO box if you want. We're skipping shipping, right? Because we know that will be like a 2-hour show. And I'm going to be doing the shipping boot camp for free to the Whatnot community. Okay, you come to that show. You like what you see. Buy something, support me that way. Tip if you want to. You know what I mean? It's not a requirement, but it's always appreciated. Yeah, if you buy a house, it's published. Exactly. But be aware. This is another thing with show production. What's in your background? What's in your background? You got pictures of your kids, your family. People, believe me, there are people screenshotting your background and zooming in to see what you got back there. And it's not to make you paranoid. It's just be aware with what's here. Also, when you grant Whatnot a non-exclusive right to publish your streams with no compensation, they own that footage and you own that content. So just be aware that is Jason my cousin? No, he's not. Okay, he's my cousin. That's from a raid train. But anyway, you know, yeah, I'm going to be doing that boot camp. I don't have a date yet. Closer to the 31st, maybe after. Because everybody's going to go live and panic about the new shipping. And de-archivist, that's me. I always say, calm down. Don't overreact. Stop reading Facebook. It's a bunch of hogwash. The only way you're going to learn shipping to be truthful is do it yourself. Follow the Whatnot rules. Read everything. Shipping is shipping. If it weighs 4 to 7 ounces and it ships 4 to 7 ounces, make your and your box is not a 12 by 12 by 12, edit that on the back end. Hit the little pencil. Adjust it. Your buyer will thank you. Whatnot will thank you. Because it's going to ship actual. So if you run 4 to 7 and you put in a 12 by 12 by 12, you're technically shipping out a 1 pound, 7 ounce box. Because 4 to 7 is really 7. Okay. So you want to edit that box stuff. It's just super important. Oh, you better get your eyes checked. You're right. You thought it was Mr. T at first? Somebody else said that actually. That's funny. Yeah. Yeah, do a small show, but I don't have a date, but it is going to be around that time. People what already went live when Whatnot announced it, panicking. we're losing flat rate. And when I did come on and do a show later that day of the announcement, I said, calm down. Companies changed. They made a mistake. They announced it, but it wasn't a mistake. Change happens all the time, right? So be aware that it could change again. Why get freaked out about something you have no control over? You guys, none of you have control over it. I don't have control over it, right? But it is important to if you see something out there in the community that a community seller is doing, and they're telling people not to weigh, not to change the label, change the box size, forward it to Whatnot if you see it. They need to know. They can't watch every single show every minute, even though their AI searches, listens, can flag stuff. Okay, I love Whatnot. I do. It's really easy to ship here once you understand it. It's not easy at the get-go. Look at he makes his appearance, lurking in the dark. What's up, Andy? How you doing, friend? I saw you in the beginning. I did. You said hi to me. I was correcting someone in the community category on here, and I tagged you as a source for correct information. They weren't happy, but oh well. Hey, thank you for saying my name out there on the streets. I appreciate you. I really do. Yeah, I'd really kind of love to know more, but not in here. Oh, on Facebook? It was crazy. People get crazy on there. I've been on there like to help people. I used to go into some of those groups. I don't understand how people would get I'm sharing info I get from Whatnot. They are too, but they're hearing it from somebody else who heard it from somebody else who heard it from a friend. Doesn't that sound like a song? Doesn't that sound like a song? Oh, they were quoting Facebook? Oh gosh. Yeah. They get mean too. Yeah. I have been in a couple of shows and it was blatant wrong information. And I used to be like, do I say anything? And then one day I decided to say something because I feel that they're doing a disservice to Whatnot community. They blocked you. Yeah, I bet they did. And I feel like if you start blocking a bunch of people because they have a different opinion than you, you're only hurting yourself. You're really only hurting yourself. You know, you just are. If you're really truly a community person, you're not going to block somebody for having a different opinion than you. You might not agree, but you got to be adult about it, right? You got to be adult about it. Yeah, I did. I did it. And then they thought they were burning me by what they said to me. And I kind of giggled in my head because I was in the chat. They were live. And I was like, no, I don't care if you're shipping 1 item or 10 items. You have to edit the box size and the dimensions to make sure the weight and all of that matches the label and the box, what it is. If you don't, it's a disservice. And telling other people, run everything at 8 to, and there's multiple people that do this. It isn't just one guy like everybody thinks. It's not 8 to 11 ounces, because that's going to end up one of two things. It's going to hurt the buyer. They're going to overpay, or the box is going to be underweight. I see people shipping big giant things on here and they put in there 8 to 11 ounces. And the particular item is like 4 pounds packaged. Is it gone again, Andy? Yeah, I did like the pounds and ounces. Well, I will tell them. Yeah, so there's a lot of people that do that, and I didn't agree with it. The couple was showing this item. It was not 8 to 11. So I voiced it. And I think they got offended that I called them out on it, but they were wrong. I said, respectfully, I'll disagree because the item you're showing there is 2 pounds. If a new seller who just started, or a seller with minimal experience or doesn't sell that stuff, is going to look up to you on that item, and they run at 8 to 11 ounces and it's 4 pounds shipped, they're going to be eating a bunch of money. And the person's like, oh, I never pay because you never edit the box size or the dimensions. I called them out on it because I asked them, do you edit the box size and dimensions? They're like, no, I never do that. Case rested. And I only went into that show because I got 4 buyers who I know came to me with pictures saying they had to pay extra money. So I felt like I had to do that for the Whatnot community. Did I report it to Whatnot? I absolutely did. Will something be done? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I don't work at Whatnot. I'm not worried about the changes coming. I've always weighed things and loaded my bin for my shows. I changed the box to correct size on back end. Yeah, same. I do custom shipping profiles when I need to do it, right? I just did. So they may sell it for 5 and pay 10 to ship depending on what it is. Yeah, so I'm gonna have a shipping boot camp. I might even do it the whole week long. I don't know. I want to finish because there's a couple of things. So I might do it a whole week long. And guess what? Those shows are going to all be in the morning. It will be in probably the next. Because I have a couple of coaching sessions, so I have to look at my calendar. And one of them just changed this week, so I don't know. Maybe I'll start to, because I don't need a whole week for it. I could teach you shipping in 15 minutes. I can teach you shipping in 15 minutes. If you don't get the shipping in 15 minutes, you're not listening. Write it down. Yeah. The customers get burned when you don't do the right thing. And it takes time. It takes time. When I did that 383 item show, every single item was weighed. I could guess on some, but I didn't run it a 1 to 3 ounce item at 8 to 11. Why would I do that to myself? Kind of dumb. What's up, Kate? How you doing? Yeah, so I'm thinking, what day are we on? The 28th? So it's the 28th today. So maybe, I don't know, maybe that first week. I got to look at my schedule because I have some school registration and things. Or I might wait and do the shipping after it's fully announced and in effect. I could do that. That might be the better decision. Yeah, I'm not worried about shipping. You're not worried about change? I got dollars. Oh man. That red chat didn't show up on my thing. Yeah, exactly. Same. I'd rather get it right. It makes it easier. And on the back end, I learned my own shortcuts. Yes, do I go in and change my PWE envelope size? Every time. Every time. I don't have to. Or do I? Right? I do it because that's who I am as a person. Yeah, so we're going to talk about shipping later. I've already talked way too much about shipping. And I'm going to take a screenshot of your guys' questions because those are things that I'm going to be answering. And I'm going to have an agenda and a format. Okay? It will be available for replay only. Okay? It's strictly shipping only. I have thought about doing an invite only, like, oh, maybe I should do that. Maybe I should do a boot camp and people who message me. What do you guys think? Think I should do it like that? Yeah, I should do it like that in the beginning. Less distractions, less raids. That's a good idea. Okay, if you want to be in a shipping school, whatever, for free, private stream, send me a message right now and I will message you. I will put you on the list. And then when I schedule that show, I will send it. You can't share the show, strictly private. Yeah, we'll do that. Because a lot of times you get a raid, it's distracting. Not that I don't love raids, I appreciate that. But if you're trying to teach a certain thing, so maybe we'll do that. Yep. And it's all straight. So maybe we'll do that. Those people will get a link. But it's here on Whatnot. It may be public. I don't know yet. But let's see who's interested, how many people will be interested in it. And I'll probably run some kind of social media thing. The problem is that the people that see it, will they use it? That's the thing. Yeah, I do the shipping shows all the time. I've done probably, I said 200 earlier, but it's probably like 500. There's always a shipping question on my streams every time. Yeah, send it anyways, because I can tag you in that show if you don't bookmark all the shows. But there's people I hope find me, and I'm going to make a whole new thumbnail for it, right? A whole new thumbnail, because there are people that may not see it that you want to see it. So when you get that, or when I publish it, you can share it, right? You'll be the messengers. Let's help people who don't understand shipping, right? Let's work smarter, not harder. Okay, no problem. Thank you guys. I thank you. I just feel like, yes, I could be on here selling you PDFs and AI strategies and different things. I could do that. I used to do that. Okay. But I feel like that information is already free. Why would I cut and paste it and put it in a sheet so I could become premier or something. But if you have money and you want to spend it on that, go for it. I don't care. I hope you get something out of it. I hope you get something out of it. I really think that a lot of people don't. I've I've had a lot of people tell me they don't, you know. But just be positive about it, you know. Make sure like you're gonna go buy that stuff and you're gonna actually do it. Don't just buy it and waste your money because then you're not getting nothing out of it. Yep. Yeah, and I would love it. Not everybody's gonna here, I say this too a lot is not everybody wants to see you succeed. They would love you to fail. And as hard as that is to hear, it's true. The only cheerleader out here is you for yourself. It's the truth. Now, when you find people that are it is unfortunately true, but I'm honest about that. The only one that's going to save you is yourself. Of course, you may have some friends in your community that are amazing and you support them, but never go live thinking you're expecting it. You're expecting that raid. You're expecting them to buy. Just run your stuff and see where it leads you. One step at a time, one foot at a time, you know? And the only way to be successful is what do you consider success? Right? Yeah, grateful. What to you is important in your business? You know, having all the bells and whistles or just having a phone and running your stuff and shipping on time and, you know, buyers come, buyers go, right? But standing behind who you are as a person. And you do find people on here that like people say my name, I'm not even in the room. That I'm extremely grateful for, right? No. Yeah, I will. Actually, thank you for that. Yeah, friends and family. And the crazy part is, and a lot of people we've had this conversation for years, folks on here support you more than people you've known your whole life. It's just a fact for many, many people. Yeah, and you know what? It is true. There's a lot of people looking to make that extra buck. The only thing I sell, I sold some stickers, some uh I can't even think what they're called, but like when it's hot, when it's cold, put the sticker on the package. Temperature, like just to let for vintage. That's the only thing I've ever really sold, and I had a couple of like thank you stickers. Wasn't my thing, but it was like an extra add-on. I actually have thank you stickers professionally printed in my buy it now. I can't pin anything because this thing's frozen, but it'll allow you to watch this replay. Any purchase will allow you to do that as well. Yeah. So, you know, people are going to do what they want to do. People all the time. It's your business. You can do whatever you want if that's your thing. If you want to buy that stuff, buy that stuff. But know that you can't even really, well, you can actually write that off. I know. And everybody buys gifts. But to find people that are going to set it to you right, there's a raid train coming up. It's Sunday, I think. It's Blasian Bunny. Would you mind paging Blasian Bunny? Blasian Bunny, I know you're here. Put down the camera for the foot pics. See, I told you guys. Okay, follow Blasian Bunny. There's a Better Together raid train. It's all the sellers that she feels are amazing. Okay, that will tell you the real deal about whatnot. She put them together to do a raid train. It's really this Sunday. Yeah, it's really good. I was part of it before. Sunday is my family day, but I said, you know what, I'll do it. But maybe in the future I'll do it again. Yeah, so definitely check out the raid train and go check them out. You paid someone on here? That's all right. Sometimes we don't know. Sometimes we don't know. But if you do buy something like that from somebody who's put it together, chances are about 100% of the time it's from AI or it's from Whatnot. They steal the copy from Whatnot. Copy is the wording. That's copyright infringement. You can't steal other people's work and sell it and pass it off as your own. Okay? You can't. Yeah. So, you know, people get to do whatever they want. They can run boot camps, charge you $695, $1,500. But if that's something you want to spend your money on, then go for it. You can write it off. But if you get something in exchange for it, you cannot. Talk to a CPA about that. Okay. But remember, if they sell you something that's a game plan for you, you better do the work. Okay. Some people need that accountability thing. All you're getting is an email, a PDF. Yeah. So some people need that. Some kind of structure like that works. Colleges still charge for publicly available data. Don't tell anyone. Yes. I mean, I'll sell to you too if you want. I used to sell some. I used to sell new seller checklists. I just don't do that. Some of my friends do this stuff. Let them keep doing it. But are you going to do the work? They put all the work together. They created it. But are you going to do the work, right? You don't have to buy that. You can if you want. It's your adult money. Oh yeah, shipping's like a thing I feel like, some people explain it really good and correctly, and some people don't. And we're human. At the end of the day, all of us are resources. We're not the source. What I've been saying this for 4 years. Whatnot is the source. They're the creator of the rules. Rules change all the time. Do you have to know everything? Nope, you don't. You don't. But you should know the biggest thing is go to help.whatnot.com and search prohibited. Prohibited tells you what you can and cannot sell in here. And if you can sell it, there's going to be policies. That's the biggest thing you need to know, and shipping. The rest kind of falls into place, but make sure you guys bookmark that raid train this weekend. It's going to be really good. It's about 20 minutes with, I don't know how many sellers are in it. I feel like 16 or something, 12 or 16. And they each add a little bit. They have a topic. Oh, look at me. Look at me. Wow, my memory is kind of good today. Wow, I'm impressed. There's no guarantee, period. There is one guarantee. Yep. Guarantee in life is everything changes, period. The only guarantee is 6 feet under. That's it. So it's like they say, it's what you do between the dash on your headstone. Okay. It's what you do with the dash on your headstone. When you're born and when you die, what are you doing in those in between years? You want to grow a business here and whatnot? Have integrity. That's it. It's simple. Maybe not for some, but you can get there. You can get there and do the right thing. And your buyers, I guarantee you, your buyers will 100% appreciate you. They will. And the only way to learn is trial and error. And I hope that you fail in success. I hope you fail forward in success. And maybe you're going to fail a bunch. I fail every day. But then I go, okay, I got to do this. And then I try something different. Right? I do. Sometimes I yell. Not really. Okay, you guys, share your shows and then I'm going to pick someone to rate. Because if not, we can have a slumber party here. But I was already on till like 12:30 this morning. And all you fine people were in there hanging out. Only Picker Adam. Jen! Picker Adam, what's going on? That's how I yelled at Picker Adam. Mind you, this is like in the middle of the night. And rip headphone users. Rip headphone users. You got off your meeting? Damn it. Did you get to watch the captions? Did you like that? Your no, Tig. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. You'll watch it on the tube. Most of it didn't go on the tube because I can't. I went multicasting late. Yeah, it's all right. I had this glitch. My whole computer like froze up, but it may be over there. I don't really know. I think part of it is. And on Facebook too. Oh, you guys, let me promote myself a tiny bit too. So as you know, I've been selling on here. I've been doing a lot of chat shows for this last year. Some of you know, I just need to do that. That's just me. I really enjoy talking to people. I love people actually. I'm still verified. Do you love that, D Jones? What's going on? I will have wings soon. Yeah, I'm gonna have wings soon. I gotta sell some more things, but I'll have wings. It's coming. I'm keeping it now. I'm keeping it now. I approve myself as a verified. I think I put in some work. So my new profile is a check mark. I didn't get one from Whatnot, so I gave it to myself. Why not? Right? It's all for fun anyway. It's probably going to go back to, maybe it'll be for the great reveal of my my new logo. Maybe my new headshots. I'll do like 80s glamour shots. Thank you for your purchase. Yeah, so you'll be able to watch the replay with any sticker purchases or items. Yeah, Check. Bookmark de-archivist rumor as D will be right. Pick around them. Look at all these shows. Hi there, it's me. What's going on? Thank you. Let's see. Hold on, I want to just look, you guys. Craft stamps. Yeah, you guys, check out our friend Crystal. Everybody calls, okay, a lot of people don't know this because I had to double check. Crystals _ vintage collection. Vintage _ collection. She's participating in Zoe's Treasures CEO challenge. I don't know how long that challenge is. You can go ahead and promote yourself about it. I would love that. But everybody calls her Christelle. Her name is Crystal. Did you guys know that? Every single person I know calls her Chris. It finished. Oh, okay. Last night was your finale. So that's what I caught the tail end of that. Yeah. So her name is Crystal. She just spells it like Christelle. Okay. So it is Crystal, you guys. And now everybody will call you the correct name. Yeah, I did. I was moved by it. I thought, talk about vulnerability. And you're being yourself all the time. You're being yourself all the time and you're running your business. You're helping lots of people. So if you guys want to know about CSV and listing bulk stuff, go to Crystal's shows. Yeah, I had a little dust in my eye because it's relatable. It makes people realize like, hey, business is hard. You cry, you're frustrated, all the things, but you have plans. I can't wait to see. Yep, and you set yourself some realistic goals to accomplish some of those things. Everybody's like, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. No, you can't. You can't work that way. You got to set goals and give yourself a timeline because otherwise you're not going to get anywhere. You're going to be overwhelmed. But you said it. So Friday is a CSV. What time is that stream at? Hey, I'm lurking all the time and watching people, and we're friends. I appreciate you. 3 p.m. Central. You guys go bookmark her show. If you went right now and bookmarked her show, come back and I want you to put a 1. I spam the chat with 1s. I want to see her get more bookmarks on that because a lot of people don't know about CSV, and it's super important to bookmark that show and learn. Yep, and she has a PDF thing I think too. You can buy in the bin with like some information on it. Look at that. Yeah, bookmark the show. Education, people that are giving it to you for free, that are going to give you accurate information is worth everything in gold. It's weight in gold, 100%. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to see if, I don't think she's on right now. I wanted to rate another chat show. Number 51. Yes. Yeah. And I have seen her PDF actually. It's made by her. It's not Chat GPT. It's not Claude. It's Crystal. She made it. Okay. She didn't copy it. I've read it. It's good. It has a lot of good info. And I think she updates it. I haven't checked in a little bit. Yep. You think you'll ever put it on YouTube? All right, you guys. Thanks for bookmarking her. Okay, let's go somewhere. This person always used to come in my shows. Yeah, it's Crystal. Okay. It's Crystal. We're going to raid this person. They're in vintage decor. They have always been a supporter of me. They're selling. I haven't seen them in a while, but they lurk sometimes. So I want to raid them. Yeah. One day, right? Baby steps. Add it to the list. You can multicast and then you could turn it on private and keep it for a stockpile for later because you can only access your Whatnot stream for 60 days. And you don't want to record those and store them on your computer because they'll just eat massive amounts of memory. So you could secretly multicast, turn it on private when you're first starting out. Maybe that's a secret. And then you could release that on a premiere type of date. Okay, friends, listen, we put in some time together, almost 3 full hours. I appreciate you so much. I hope you have an awesome day. As you know, I'm not going to be live tonight. I'm going to actually try to do some things here with my setup. So let's go to Love You More Treasures. She is in, why did it do that? Oh, there it goes. She is in, I hope I could raid. There we go. I hope I can raid because it was stuck. You guys have a great day. Thank you so much. Drop some hearts. She's doing an adoption event. Oh, for vintage decor. How creative. I love that. Hey, thank you guys. I appreciate you. Make sure you guys, if you've been a mod in here, drop your emojis right now. Tober2, the sassy vintage chick, Blasian _ bunny, Tober2, Kimmy D86. They be lurking. They be helping. Always appreciate it. A _ reworkers _ passion as well. I know I'm missing a few of the friends, but anyway, I'll see you guys later. Have a really great day, and thank you so much for your support.